we have the account of Adam and Eve getting escorted out of the garden. This is from the first book of Adam and Eve, chapter 2. Adam and Eve faint upon leaving the garden. The Most High sends His word to encourage them. But when our father Adam and Eve went out of the garden, they trod the ground on their feet, not knowing where they were treading. And when they came to the opening of the gate of the garden, and saw the broad earth spread before them, covered with stones, and large and small, and with sand, they feared and trembled, and fell on their faces from the fear that came upon them. So imagine being in the garden all this time, getting escorted out, and then you see a desolate land that doesn't look anywhere near what the garden looks like. Number 3, because whereas they had hitherto been in the garden land, beautifully planted with all manner of trees, they now saw themselves in a strange land, which they knew not, and had never seen. I think that's interesting. I have an observation here that our forefathers also went through this. This is the first pattern of being escorted out of their homeland into a strange land. Let's check out Jeremiah 16. Now, number 11. Then you are to answer them, it is because your fathers have forsaken me, declares the Most High, and followed other gods, and served and worshiped them. So here is disobedience here. Same thing with Adam. Adam did not obey the Most High and transgress the commandment. Notice what the children of Israel did. They abandoned me, says the Most High, and did not keep my instruction. Same thing we see with Adam. And you have done more evil than your fathers. See how each of you follows the stubbornness of his evil heart instead of obeying me. Notice what he says here in 13. So I will cast you out of this land into a land that neither you nor your fathers have known. There you will serve other gods day and night, for I will show you no favor, says the Most High. Look at Deuteronomy 28. Number 64, verse 64. Then the Most High will scatter you among all the nations from one end of the earth to the other, and there you will worship other gods, gods of wood and stone, which neither you nor your fathers have known. So here in Deuteronomy, the consequences of breaking the covenant, part of which is being scattered into another nation, another culture that the children of Israel knew not of, similar to what we see in the with Adam in the Garden of Eden. Deuteronomy 29. Number 28, Deuteronomy 29, verse 28. Then the Most High uprooted them from their land in his anger, rage, and great wrath, and he cast them into another land where they are today. Let's go back to the forgotten books. So we see Adam and Eve entering exiting the garden and seeing a land that they knew not of. Verse 4. And because at that time they were filled with the grace of a bright nature, and they had not hearts turned towards earthly things. Again, I like how throughout this forgotten text, the book of Adam and Eve, it always makes mention that they had a bright nature, other than what we have today. And same thing I've been telling you guys there in the previous videos. It's almost everywhere here in this sacred text. Number 5. Therefore, the Most High had pity on them And when he saw them fallen before the gate of the garden, he sent his word unto Father Adam and Eve, and raised them from their fallen state. So you can imagine Adam and Eve living in all that glory and all that splendor. And they did transgress the commandment of the Most High, and there is a punishment for that, which is being expelled from the garden. And of course, they basically lost their minds. Their bright nature is being taken away from them. Their whole reality is changed. And on top of that, they're entering into a land that they've never known. Chapter 3. The Most High said to Adam, I have ordained on this earth days and years, and thou and thy seed shall dwell and walk in it, until the days and years are fulfilled, when I shall send the word that created thee, and against which thou hast transgressed, the word that made thee come out of the garden, and that raised thee when thou was fallen. In a nutshell, the Most High said, listen, you transgressed against what I told you to do, not to do. You did it anyways. So that is that word the Most High is speaking of. Number 2, yeah, the word that will again save thee when the 5.5 are fulfilled, when the 5 days and a half are fulfilled. So immediately upon leaving the garden, the Most High is even telling them, look, I'm going to save you, but it's going to be after a period of 5 days and a half, and they must be fulfilled. Number 3, but when Adam heard these words from the Most High, and of the great 5 days and a half, he did not understand the meaning of them. For Adam was thinking there would be but 5 days and a half for him to the end of the world. And Adam wept and prayed to the Most High to explain it to him. Then the Most High, in his mercy for Adam, I like that it says his mercy for Adam, because the way that it is kind of presented in the canonized Bible, remember, these apocryphal texts were included in the original scriptures. And it was later until a group of people decided that these were inconvenient, so they took them out. But notice, he has mercy for Adam, and the way it's in the canonized version, it's almost like, okay, you broke the covenant, boom, get out of here. And some religions, not all, some religions make the Most High seem like a tyrant, which is the furthest thing from the truth. Because immediately here, he's promising Adam he's going to save him. Now look, 6. Then the Most High in his mercy for Adam, who was made after his own image and similitude, same thing that we see in Genesis, when the Most High says, I'll create man in my own image and in my own likeness. So we see here, the Most High explains to him that these were 5,500 years, and how one would then come and save him and his seed. So another prophecy about the Messiah. Don't ask me about the 5,500 years. I haven't really dug into that. I don't know if that's a period of time within a broader section of time. I'm not sure. But the Most High says 5,500 years. And that a Messiah, well, he says here how one would come and save him and his seed. So imagine Adam is hearing these things for the first time and not fully understanding the context. Number 7, listen to this. But the Most High had before that made this covenant with our father Adam in the same terms ere he came out of the garden, when he was by the tree whereof Eve took the fruit and gave it to him to eat. So again, the Most High is, even before this scene right here, he's already made Adam a promise to save him. You don't really hear your churches talking about that. Ask them. Number 8, inasmuch as when our father Adam came out of the garden, he passed by that tree and saw how the Most High had changed the appearance of it into another form, and how it was, or how it withered. And Adam went to it, and as Adam went to it, he feared, trembled, and fell down. But the Most High, in his mercy, lifted him up, and then made this covenant with him. 10. And again, when Adam was by the gate of the garden, and saw the cherub with a sword of flashing fire in his hand, and the cherub grew angry and frowned at him, both Adam and Eve became afraid of him, and thought he meant to put them to death. So they fell on their faces and trembled with fear. But he had pity on them, and showed them mercy, and turning from them went up to heaven, and prayed unto Yahweh, and said, O Father, thou didst send me to watch the gate of the garden with a sword of fire. Number 13. But when thy servants Adam and Eve saw me, they fell on their faces, and were as dead. O my father, what shall we do to thy servants? Then the Most High had pity on them, and showed them mercy, and sent his angel to keep the garden. And the word of the Most High came unto Adam and Eve, and raised them up. And he said to Adam, I told thee that at the end of 5 days and a half I will send my word and save thee. 17. Strengthen thy heart, therefore, and abide in the cave of treasures, of which I have before spoken to thee. And when Adam heard this word from the Most High, he was comforted with that with which the Most High had told him, for he had told him how he would save him. So we see the Most High promising Adam a bunch of times that he's going to save him. As Adam sees his loss of the homeland, his homeland, which is the garden, displacement, he experiences fear and shock. He sees a land unfamiliar and hostile, and he is separated from his home, him and Eve. We do see parallels with the Israelites they come into the promised land, they break the covenant, and they are sold into slavery, and they're scattered. We see these things as a continuation, or Adam starts the pattern of what is to come. This personal covenant between the Most High and the people. There are consequences for breaking that covenant. Ultimately, because of Israel's rebellion, they experience exile. But there is a promise future. There's a promise of a future restoration, not only to Adam, but to mankind.